go, 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 go.
Hi, Salation Nation. Great to be with you. I just meant that as like, hello. No, nobody's under the influence of drugs or alcohol except probably half of the hosts or more. Probably a good portion of the audience. Other than that, we're good. This is the Social Distancing Social Club. You might call it SDSC because you're not good at full words, but you're great at acronyms. I don't know you personally. We know you as anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the triceratops that makes up the quarantine. It is Steve Hofstetter from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Did I get the city right this time?
Yes, you got it correct. You got the city and the state right. Nicely done.
Ooh, I'm learning. Watch your back with that geographical knowledge, dog.
Yeah, you can name 2 cities in Pennsylvania now. I do enjoy that. Like, I enjoy watching you when you say something and you realize how it came off, and then you're like, well, no, oh, all right. Anyway, if you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on our YouTube. Throw in those Facebook stars. Do all of that stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Steve, I would pull that shirt up further up or further down so you can't just see white supremacists every now and again.
Oh, yeah, here, look, it says.
Okay. It was just popping up white supremacists every now and again without the joke, and I was a little worried.
Yeah, here we.
Oh, they are a bag of dicks. They're a bag of white dicks, but they're a bag of dicks.
Exactly. So I'm glad that doesn't just say white supremacist, Steve. I'm glad it's a joke. Rachel, how are you doing? She's here.
Queen.
I heard pull your shirt down.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wowzer.
It's not much.
Oh, wow.
I actually, so today was the first, like, nice day here in Pittsburgh where I could actually just walk Milton in a t-shirt. And I wasn't thinking about what shirt I threw on this morning. And I was walking around and saying hi to my neighbors, and I looked down and I'm like, oh, I hope they read the whole shirt. I really hope they read it. It's a great shirt, but only if you read 2 lines.
You are in Pennsylvania, so
That
I'm
shirt-
sure depending on who you talk to, you didn't want them to read the whole shirt.
Yeah, that's true. I see one neighbor, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And I see another neighbor, and I'm like,
Subtly cross your arms. I get what you're doing. That's not a bad move.
Look, even if the shirt just said white supremacists, they would still be pissed that they're on a black shirt.
My favorite town in Pennsylvania is Indiana, Pennsylvania is a fun town, and they have
there's
their own
also
Indiana University, Pennsylvania, which I think is hilarious.
There's also a California University of Pennsylvania. It's very so. Actually, technically, we're all represented nicely in Pennsylvania.
Technically,
Did I ever tell you guys the story about when I applied to Penn, which is one of the Ivy League schools?
No.
I'm a super stupid person, and I wanted to go to a UC. I wanted to stay in California, but I thought if I'd only go out of state if I got into an Ivy League, which my grades or general everything don't qualify for, but I thought maybe. I was like far below maybe be considered if like no one applied that year or something.
Yeah,
I applied to Stanford, Harvard, Yale, and Penn. I wanted one like a lower Ivy in case. And as you guys know,
you got a safety Ivy. No, Ben. This
Ben.
you went for president makes a lot more sense now. Anyway, go.
That is ridiculous that you pronounced Cornell that way, but go ahead.
so as you guys know, I'm a big procrastinator. And so I was not, I know, it's wild. So I was not like super on top of my college applications. And so literally 2.5 hours before the postmark deadline for the Penn application, I opened it. And it was a long application. And then when came time for the essay, I left myself about an hour and a half for the essay.
Sure,
and
yeah.
it was the only school that had 3 essays. So I had an hour and a half to write 3 essays for an Ivy League college and get to the post office. So I took about 45 minutes on the first essay, took about 25 minutes on the second essay, and I now have about 17 minutes left or something like that for the last essay. And the question was, we get a lot of applications. What makes you specifically a good match for our school? And I could think about it for about 1 minute, and I had to start writing. And best I came up with was, and I literally wrote a 1-paragraph essay that said, your name is Penn. My name is Ben.
Oh.
Rhymes.
Oh.
I would have.
I'm starting to
That's
think,
too.
Ben.
I
I'm
would have
starting-
loved
I'm-
for you.
I'm starting to think that you changed your name because you kept running out of room on the paper to write your full name, and the Herman was so small down the side of the paper that you eventually just shortened it to Glebe because you could fit that on fucking headers of things.
Two things. One, I would have loved for you to respond to that question with just the simple words "time management," and two, so you got in.
Yep, and I'm now a graduate of the Penn Badgley School of Soap Opera Acting.
No,
Actually,
not in. He just didn't
number
show up
two,
till the third day, so they turned him around.
He had trouble making all the essays in time, but he did fill out the column that said notes.
I had something happening over the last couple of days. Everybody, I think most people know that I'm house hunting, and put an offer in on one, right? Well above asking.
Nice.
Thanks. But then you go into contract negotiations, right? So they came back like 10 grand higher than my offer and said, oh, by the way, it needs a brand new roof and a brand new air conditioning system. So I went to my realtor and channeled my inner Taylor. And I said, can we go back and tell them, no, you pay me. And so it's
And you're waiting to hear now?
yeah. I think they're going to pay me. I think it'll work out.
Yeah, that's in the disclosures. Like they have to, they absolutely have to do that kind of stuff. But I will say, Ben,
Which was the great Demi Moore movie. Go ahead.
I actually accidentally applied to a school that I did not mean to apply.
How did that go down?
So I was when I was taking my SATs, there's this thing where you could like send your scores to different schools automatically, and so I filled in, and I wanted to stay in state, but I was interested in University of Michigan, and so I was like, I had a cousin there, and I was like, I want to check it out. So I filled in the code to send my scores to Michigan, but I transposed to the digits and accidentally sent them to University of Detroit Mercy, which is a Jesuit school.
Jesuit school,
A
nice.
Jesuit school. And here's the thing. Not a lot of New York Jewish kids apply to University of Detroit Mercy. And so, boy, did they try to recruit me hard. And I got letters from them every week being like, hey, you coming to, here's a new brochure. It's the same as the last one, actually, but we're just giving you another one. And I finally had to call them, and I was like, no, I don't want to.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Two things in response to that. First of all, it's perfect that Steve Hofstadter's crazy stories involve the term transposing digits.
These kind of digits?
That's right. They've been transposed by God, my friend. And secondly, I had a similar thing happen, which was I was recruited to play football for Occidental College, which proved
Was it
to
an
me
accident?
it was 100% accident. Because it proved to me they literally had the world's worst football program and had no idea. They didn't watch the games. I rode the bench almost always, except for junk minutes, to be recruited. But it was like I was so proud. I'm like, I got recruited. Your prowess on the field seems like it would be great for our team. Like, all right, this is the greatest moment. I thought about going there to
Is there
not
a
a good
chance
school.
Is there a chance that Occidental only plays schools that have 9-year-olds on the team? Like maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, they're actually in D9.
There were no other adults that would play these kids against, so they recruited you. Is that what it was? Maybe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Steve, you really have to adjust where that shirt's laying. That's a little bit crazy. pull it up and have like a less of a neck today. There you go. That's much better. Definitely better. Rachel, either way on that. I actually
did
have
also, and I know we have to get to the show and everything, but I did also get rejected from a school I did not apply to. There was I don't remember which school it was, but there was because it's 20 years ago, but there was a school that like sent out a bunch of acceptance letters as an accident, and then sent out a bunch of rejection letters being like, we apologize. And it was to people who didn't even apply to go to the school. But the way the mail worked, I got my rejection letter before I got the fake acceptance letter. And so I just opened the mail and I was like, oh, what's this? Another brochure? I'm like, what in the fuck? I'm not even go here.
I know
getting rejected made you want to go there, didn't it, Steve? You're like,
absolutely.
Now
But
that
the
I
next day
now
they
that they don't want
accepted
me,
me.
fuck that. I'm going there. That's where I'm going to graduate from, just to prove it to them.
But the next day they accepted me. It was just postmarked earlier, so it didn't really count.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I get it.
I know we have to get going, but if I can share a piece of actually good news from my life, I know those don't happen often, but occasionally they do.
Wait, while you do, just go ahead.
No, stop it. Lower your nipples, Steve. I'm not hungry. Thanks in no small part to all of you, to Isolation Nation, and to my co-host for letting me do this on the air a couple weeks ago. If you guys remember when I did an episode in black and white in character for a callback I had for a big audition for one of the big streaming services to be the guest star, one of the main guest stars in an episode of this show, I booked it.
Nice.
Booked it.
Hey.
I'm so excited. I already told my co-host. That's why 2 of the 3 of them are not clapping. And
Yes, I clapped myself out last night when you texted me.
I
clapped for over
distinctly
an
said
hour by
woo.
myself in my house. It was amazing. And I'm all
as an
clapped
actor,
out.
though,
My hands are actually swollen from all the clapping I did last night.
The weird part is his lights just kept coming on and off and on and off and on and off.
as an actor, though, I'm so excited because the whole job is rejection. You get rejected in that more than anything else in this business. And I almost never book acting roles, and I pretty much quit acting all the time, and then somehow I'll get a little nugget. This is probably the biggest acting role I've ever booked in my life, so I'm very excited about it. And I'm flying to Atlanta on Monday, and I will be there for like 11 days shooting, and it's going to be really fun, so I'm
And
excited.
so it's old-timey. It's like in the 30s.
I cannot comment about anything. I don't know anything.
okay.
You don't know anything.
Fair. Okay. I was just going to make a joke that might be inappropriate.
Yeah, no, we can't.
I would just love if your character's name was Adolf because they didn't know that was bad yet.
I've even less comment now.
I thought the character looked like if Hitler had actually been good at painting. That's what I thought that character.
If I could go back in time and do anything, it would be encourage Hitler's art talent.
That's what I'm saying. Like, or Fidel, or help Fidel Castro develop a breaking ball. That would have helped too. He tried out for the Dodgers.
Yeah, he was. I think he was in the
pitcher.
minors at one point. I think he got an invite to spring training.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, we should probably start the show then, I guess. Rach, we're
Yeah, let's start the show.
Start the show. But congratulations, Ben. I'm sorry I didn't clap louder
Thank you.
at this moment. I did clap. I'm very happy for you. So
It wasn't about clapping. It's both of you were just like,
I was trying to fix my shirt. I wooed.
I get it. I get it.
And I wasn't sure what you were going to announce. I didn't know if you had an acting role or if you got laid. I mean, usually when you announce a big thing, it's,
Everybody
Like, it turns
claps when I
out-
get laid. The whole neyborhood. They line up in the streets and they're like,
I mean,
Ben,
you get laid, the clap is involved, but I don't know if that's what we're talking about.
Ben's announcement was actually similar. He's like, I gave up on it a while back, but every now and then I get a little thing here and there. And they had a hole to fill, and it turned out I was the right fit. So,
I never get callbacks like this, but
and thanks to all of you for letting me practice on film.
All right, Rach, catch us up. Let's introduce
Well,
the audience
okay.
to the show.
You have an overnight game.
Oh yeah, that's my job. It's my job to get to. My bad. Fuck. We talked so long, I forgot how the show works. Jesus Christ. All right, so the overnight game was other things zombies would say. Sounds because we talked about zombies yesterday. So Shannon Savage had we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty, which I can assume. And Smash had I met some zombies on their way to Oklahoma for the planes.
Nice.
Those are the ones I liked. What's today's game, Steve? Let's go.
Today's game is to take the title of a movie, a horror, a suspense, action, drama, anything that a kid shouldn't see, and make it kid friendly. So, for instance, Cape Cheer, or John Wick takes great care of a dog. Or Point Break, but just the surfing part. You know that part? Anyway, so take the title of a movie and make it kid-friendly. And the way that you participate is you comment on any of our streams, our Twitch, our Twitter, our YouTube, or our Facebook. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air, what you do is you throw it in with a tip, a $5 at least tip on Venmo, PayPal, or a Super Chat. And as always, if you are in our front row, we will take up to 3 entries from you for free. Cool. All right. Is that you guys still there?
True that. So all of that said, are you guys able to hear me and see me clearly? Because I'm not home right now. I want to make sure I'm okay. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear and see you
Yeah.
clearly, yes.
I'm also going to
Okay,
put
I'm
on
still
something
trying to
more
figure-
offensive than this shirt.
Thank God that wasn't a white hoodie. Video front row, please turn on your cameras and join us. It is time to get this puppy on the road. We are joined today by Aranka Haniki.
Oh.
Great. Oh, boy.
You got it, dude.
Wait, Ben. What
Yep.
war took place from 1861 to 1865?
The Seville War.
Yes.
Got Cass Civils in the house.
Very close. It was close.
That's how you say the war. I mean, what are you
Civils.
talking about?
Civils.
The Civil
Civils.
War.
Civils.
Yeah, but the way you
Civils.
say it, you always go like ills.
Civils.
Civils. More than one civil.
This is how the Civil War started, over something like this.
Somebody can't say the
We've
word.
got Bill Thompson in the house. Starry night with Bill. So probably a corner back there somewhere, a surrealist corner. We've got Ray Benjamin, the unjabbed?
Yes, the unjabbed.
Unjabbed. That means you haven't gotten your vaccine yet.
Yes.
We've got
Everybody
Chris
else is bragging.
vaccinated. What's that?
Everybody else was bragging about being jabbed.
I'm unjabbed as well. We've got, and I have to get COVID
Nose
test now the
Carmel.
next couple of days, right up the nose. We've got Chris vaccinated here, and the fan is happy. The fan has nothing to worry about anymore.
It was
Although I do now see why up until this day you've chosen a sex partner that literally is built to blow aerosols away from itself. Am I frozen?
No.
We got Abby here. Hello, Abby. Froze on my end. It didn't freeze on your end. Hello, Abby. It's good to have you. Nice cheetah print blanket there. Love it. We've got LJ Mutts and stuff joining us with origin stories of Mary Santora tonight. So check that out, you guys. We have got Killer coming, apparently.
No, just don't change your name, please. Otherwise, I can't find you.
We've got Wendy Zara Swerdlow in the house.
Hey,
Hello, Wendy. Homage to Zara, loves it. We have got Frank Berman doing a very relaxed pose, kind of one of these.
Yeah. Like Judd Nelson from the Breakfast Club looking cool.
Beautiful posing skills, dude. And you're still covering the light, so you're killing it on all cylinders today. Very well done. We got Brad Clark coming to us from a different part of the cosmos. You never know because of the rotation of the Earth where he'll end up. Great to have you, Brad. We've got Sean Ehrlich back with us wearing pink. I don't know if this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month or you're just feeling funny, but I like it.
Or he just watched the white bandana with the red one.
Oh shit.
On point.
Oh,
We got Patrick Yoakley joining us with his funny hat, wind blown up to one side.
Yeah, you look at the Three Musketeers. Yeah, that's definitely a French swordsman hat. You have the sword behind you too. Holy shit. That's amazing.
No, it's just a regular hat, but he's next to LaBelle's fan. So
That's a guy who knows wind. That's the guy who knows the effect of
He
wind.
does. He knows exactly how wind works.
And also, this look is kind of, if I could call it anything, I would call it Sunday in the Park with Zorro. We've got Kung Fu Nosferatu with us. Wow, I like that vibes. I love that. I always wanted Dracula to be also great at martial arts. Threat that way. Technics Andrew H is with us, coming to us from the dark side of the moon. It makes sense for Andrew. We've got Gus joining us. Hey. We've got Shannon Kerr back with us. Good to see you, Shannon. Hello.
Good to see you.
Shannon Burke. Hope she's wearing Bauer's pants. We've got Jason Bolish. Oh, I like that TV screensaver in the background. For a minute, I thought it was some weird futuristic art and realized, oh, it's just a screensaver. It's what I stare at most of my life. Well done. We've got Jennifer Story with us. Hello, Jennifer. Pleasure to have you. And we have got Lady E. Corbin. Her iPad arrived.
And you can see your chosen engraving. It's Leedy Doodle time.
Yeah, but cool.
Thank you guys so much.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Oh,
Nice, Leeds. Very
Congratulations, Lady Corbin. That is so cool. And that is the video. She just broke it. Video front row.
It's like Green Day. It destroys everything at the end of the concert. All right, we also have two great comics, both returning champions. Emilia Barrosse is back. Amelia, how you doing?
Oh, I am doing so well, so happy and excited to be on the social distancing white supremacy show. So happy to be back.
We covered up the shirt. We also have Long John, the comedian's here, all the way from Africa. Long John, how you doing, buddy?
Yes, Africa is not a country. Africa is not a country.
Did I say the country of Africa?
You just said all the way from Africa.
All the way from Africa. I didn't imply it was a country. I assumed it was a country.
Fine. Yeah.
I know it's not a. I'm not Ben. I know it's not a country. It's a country.
He's trying to defend himself.
I don't know where you are in comparison. If you told me what city or country you're in, I wouldn't know where the hell that was. Steve would. He'd know the jokes you make and what the dumb people in your town are called. He'd know all that shit.
Oh, wow.
Barrosse, you're making
Steve's
it
new
way
slogan is the Steve Hofstetter Tour. Everywhere is a region.
I mean, that is true, but yeah. If you could name me somewhere that's not in a region, that'd be great.
Yeah, the Nowhere Comedy Club.
God damn it. Oh. That's in the region of our hearts.
Also not a region. You lose both of those. So it's 1 a.m. now, Long John, where you're at?
Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning. Yeah.
Cool. What day is it? Is it 1 a.m. yesterday or 1
No, I'm in the future. It's.
If you were operating on my schedule, it's approaching lunchtime. When you get off air, it's probably lunch.
It is fun that like everyone else is just like, oh man, what a trooper! You're doing the show at 1 a.m, and Ben is kind of like, oh man, I wish this show was at 1 a.m.
I wish 1 a.m. Pacific worked for other time zones well, because that would be my chosen zone for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know if we can stay sober that long, Ben. In fact, I mean, it's hard for me to stay sober till 4:30 every day. I can't imagine staying sober till 1 a.m.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Also, I don't drink during the day, but I just have an alcohol IV drip while I sleep. So
I'm not even talking about alcohol anymore.
I actually
but,
believe that, by the way.
I believe it. Rach, we got anything coming in before we get to a set here?
Yes, would do. Frankie Berman said, food for thought. Ivy League degrees also make great toilet paper. Shannon Savage says, congratulations on your big role, Ben. Break a leg.
Thank you so much.
Kim Stewart, $20. So happy for you, Ben. You're glowing. And then it's a dog that's really excited. Like,
The OnlyFans thing, did it work?
what?
OnlyFans thing. You wanted to do an OnlyFans last time we spoke, so
Oh yeah, what's going on with your OnlyFans, Ben? Congratulations.
I don't know. I don't know if it works well with my new working for the big streamers. I might need to hold off on the OnlyFans for a little bit, or at least raise the price. One of the two.
oh yeah, that's the reason it's not going to work.
Yeah, that's also like the story Ben told earlier. Hey, he wanted to stay in California for college, but as a joke, he applied to 9 different schools. Okay.
And then lastly, Tam said, congratulations to you, Ben. And then it's a cupcake that's partying hardy, jumping up and down.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Did you say partying hardy? Or did it say party hardy on the screen?
No, I am really good with words.
You involve you
She
added
was
the
like,
hardy
"Is
to it?
cupcakes
I like it.
partying, but it's not softly. What is it? What kind of partying is it?"
Nice. All right, are we ready for a set? Let's get to a set, everybody. Coming up next, she's a returning champion. You love her, Emilia Barrosse, everybody. Woo!
So good to be back. Yeah, I'll just dive right into it, y'all. Being in the pandemic, and being quarantined on lockdown and whatnot, it really forces you to get reacquainted with what the simple things are, or even just learn what the simple things are in general. Like, have y'all ever just like taken a day for yourself and just rented yourself a bouncy house? Like, do you actually have any idea how simple that is? Okay, like I didn't know. Like, I know every time I was like driving down the street and would see a bouncy house going full blow, I would just think to myself, oh my God, like what team of rocket scientists and billionaires descended on this person's front lawn in order to bring this bouncy house to us, okay? But a few months ago, a friend sent me a link to a bouncy house rental site. Do you know how much bouncy houses cost for a day? $24.99. $24.99. You know how a bouncy house works? You plug it in. Just plug it in to a regular ass outlet. Unplug your iPhone, plug the bouncy house in, and the bouncy house does the rest. Okay? I'm not kidding you. It's literally a miracle. And do you have any idea how peaceful a bouncy house can be when you are the only person in and around the bouncy house? Like, I know most of us have our only experiences with bouncy houses are like at carnivals or like toddlers' birthday parties. So we like associate bouncy houses with like chaos and dried vomit and broken ankles. But when you are the only person in the bouncy house, it becomes a palace of serenity. You sit in the bouncy house and you hear the air all around you. You feel like you're on top of a mountain, but you're in a bouncy house. Like, in the middle of the bouncy house and the air pushes you from side to side. You feel like you're in a mighty river, but you're in a bouncy house. And like, are there more expensive bouncy houses out there? Yeah, but unnecessary. You don't need the frills. Just start with like a generic little castle, okay? And work your way up. Make your bouncy house journey yours. Yes, I am opening up a bouncy house rental business. Hit me up after the show. I'm just kidding about that one. Moving on, I like how in movies, we've all just decided unanimously that jumping off of waterfalls doesn't kill you. In fact, it's almost always used specifically as a survival mechanism. 99% of the time in movies, when you're like getting chased by assailants who will definitely kill you, and you're like, damn, how do I get out of this alive? Oh my God, a 50-foot waterfall pouring into a jagged rocky abyss? That's the golden ticket, baby. That's the golden ticket. And then the act itself of jumping off a waterfall, a 50-foot waterfall, is like something no one ever talks about again. It's just like a little scrape everybody gets into. We all get a thrill. It's just like stepping in a puddle. And you and your entire party just somehow end up coming up for air at the same part of the riverbank, like the waterfall and the river were just some gigantic water escalator bringing you exactly to where you wanted to be. Get out, cough a little, catch your breath, dust yourself off, and you're on to the next fucking waterfall, And every time I see shit like that, I'm just like, if you jumped off a 50-foot waterfall into a jagged, rocky rapids beneath you and survived, that would be all you could ever talk about for the rest of your life. You would write a book about it. You'd do a speaking tour on college campuses about it. You would be on Oprah about it. Like, you would be the waterfall guy, okay? Like, literally, your funeral would be waterfall themed. How much time do I have left? Do I have a minute left? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'll leave y'all with this. Does anybody here remember iTunes?
Yeah.
Okay, remember how we all loved iTunes? How like iTunes was the way and the truth and the light, and then it was like literally the only music streaming service, and all it took was one U2 album for all of us to immediately leave iTunes, all of us together. Like, it just took one U2 album for all of us to go, there has got to be other music streaming services. Okay? There has got to be a music streaming service out there that won't force a U2 album into my library without my consent. Okay? Moving away from iTunes, I don't know if you guys know this, but moving away from iTunes was the original Me Too movement. You know what they say. Some of us get Me Too'd, but we all got YouTube'd. And that's it for me today, you guys.
Emilia Barrosse, everybody. Emilia Barrosse. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Please tell me if you had a waterfall-themed funeral that you would play Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. But also, by the way, Emilia, the reason why, I don't know if you know this, but the reason why people survive when they jump off a waterfall, little known thing, at the base of every waterfall, bouncy house. So.
Yeah, so if you practice on your bouncy house enough, you'll be ready for that waterfall. You hit the water, you gotta talk like a 4-year-old.
Yeah, and I happen to be opening a bouncy house rental service, so if you ever are jumping off of waterfalls, you know.
By the way,
I have to use it, I think, because a bouncy house is the only way that anything in my house bounces up and down.
What is the difference between a low end and a high end bouncy house?
I mean,
Volume.
Size.
About tree fitty.
You could get yourself, it's bigger. You can get yourself a slide on a bouncy house. You can get a more intricate design on a bouncy house. All these things absolutely unnecessary to get the typical serene bouncy house experience.
Like, for an extra $15, they'll cover up all the sharp edges with foam and stuff. That's $10, you know?
I like the idea that like
it's $20 to clean it from the last time they used it. You know, just shit like that. Just, you know.
Some people like to relax. Sorry, go ahead.
There's no dried semen on the more expensive.
By the way, every time I say sorry, go ahead the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I hope that's the response.
Those are called bound semen houses. You have to request that special.
I just like the idea that some people are like, I need to relax at the end of the day. I'm gonna take a bath and light some candles, and you're like, I'm a bounce. I need to relax. Also.
I love it. I find it a lot easier to bounce on a bouncy house than those huge en vogue these days outdoor trampolines that have a net around them. But like, if you don't time that right, you're coming down when it's still coming up, and you get all of your organs kind of compacted at once. It's too strong.
Ben has had some issues with trampolines, clearly. Like that sounds like a man with stories.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
We're waiting on your trampoline set, Ben. next show.
Steve's like, okay, me, Barbara Walters, Barbara Streisand, and Betty White at a bouncy house party at Larry King's house. Now I can't tell you the details, but
I don't have any story like that. I do have a U2 story for you. But
speaking of U2, I asked the fans, I'm like, hey, send tips and put YouTube lyrics in them. And Jared Chone said I would send U2 lyrics, but then I would actually have to listen to U2. And I like that so much, I'm giving him a front row ticket. So
nice.
Wait, how many front row tickets?
2 for you? No.
No, I was going with 1.
Oh, nice.
All right, some people know you too. All right, some
I
people
know.
fine.
I got that reference.
No, I mean he's probably thinking it's a beautiful day right now.
If you guys were quoting Smash Mouth, I'd be laughing my ass off.
Smash Mouth and Smash Burger, you got all of Bauer's corners covered.
Oh
You
my
smash
God.
it, I will come.
Oh my god.
Powers is trying to smash.
Oh, that's a teacher.
Oh, that is the
Wow.
worst sequel to Field of Dreams that I've ever heard. That Field of Wet Dreams? Okay, let's move on.
Hey now. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh my God. All right, let me get to some tips. Technic said, don't go with Jason to the waterfalls. Always remember to plug in your castle. And remember, if it happened to iTunes, it can happen to YouTube too.
Wow.
I do enjoy the idea of like just looking at your phone and be like, how the fuck did an album just show up on my phone? And someone else is like, oh my god, you too?
Or some going,
I also like the idea.
What?
oh no, we lost him.
Ben?
Who is lagging? I'm lagging?
Yeah. I'm in Africa. Even I have great internet than you.
So I'm at
John had
Carmel's parents' house
John
is
had to
why.
walk 20 miles and carry his internet back on his head, and he has better internet than you.
Now it's probably too late to say that I enjoy the idea of every time Bowers orgasms, he says, only shooting stars can break the mold.
You're half right. It was too late, but it also still worked.
Yeah, I thought when Bowers came, he would say, "I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed." Okay.
I mean, I do come with a finger and a thumb on the shaving nail every time.
And women do say that his tool is dull, so that makes sense.
All right.
Okay.
Right on the line.
All right angles.
Frank Berman tipped you $5 and said, "Great set. If I ever jump off a waterfall, I'll get Harrison Ford to go with me."
Good luck. Good luck.
Abby Wright.
Get off my waterfall.
Abby Wright sent you $5 and said, "Startup funds for your bouncy house business."
Oh my God, Abby! Thank you for believing in the dream. Make the dream a reality.
Buy food, not bouncy houses.
What?
You know, like
I'm
bouncy
in
houses,
Africa.
Long John?
I'm in Africa. Food is number one. Bouncy houses, never.
Can't eat. There's no way about it.
All houses are bouncy houses there. They're just not very structurally sound.
Yeah.
God.
Wow.
Wow.
The man with no internet.
We also had, let's see, Tam Brown, $5. "You had me a bouncy house. I rented one for my 39th and 40th birthdays. I loved having it all to myself before the party started and after when the party was over."
See what I'm saying? I'm not kidding, you guys.
No, I'm not. Look, the hardest part of a bouncy house is waiting your turn. If you haven't, all the turns are yours. That's amazing. I love it.
Oh my God, every turn is yours when you rent it just for yourself. And
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
And-
It's unfortunate.
And it's true because when you use a bouncy house that's not rented for yourself, the worst part is just trying to enjoy yourself while also making sure you don't crush little children.
Right.
Right. The older you get, the more awkward it is to go into a bouncy house because
Yeah.
all children.
Yeah, but it's also awkward to have a bouncy house with no children and your neighbors are just like, why do you have a bouncy house?
And then you explain to them that you are meditating, that this is your form of meditation. And then
You know, I think if I walked out my door and I saw a single person jumping in a bouncy house right now in this time we live in, I'd be like, that makes total sense. I wouldn't have any question. I'd be like, you do you. Nice fucking work.
That's,
I wouldn't
that's
think they
actually
were
a good point. We're all bouncing off the walls. It's just safer.
Yeah, I mean, if they had a bouncy house, I'd be like, fuck, finally, somebody did it. I can't believe it took this long.
Yeah, no, at this time in the world, you got to find your joy wherever you can and not judge where you
By
find that
By
joy.
the way, Emilia, if I were you, I really would have bought some stock in a bouncy house company before doing this because.
Sales are gonna go.
However, you have to quarantine. You quarantine. I like it. A lot of restaurants are doing anyway plastic dividers. I wonder if children's restaurants like Chuck E. Cheese are gonna have each person in their own bouncy house. They can talk, but they can't touch.
Bouncy house stock is about to go through the roof.
God damn. Can you imagine if you went to Chuck E. Cheese and they had 47 individual tiny ball pits?
Each with like 7 of them.
Yeah, there's like 7 balls in this little petition. There's some little kid who's throwing 3 of them. That would be so stupid. All right, Rach, let's get through these tips. We gotta get...
All right. Wendy Peterson, $5 for Emilia. Love the pearl necklace and the sweatshirt combo. Also, the tip to make the Revenge of the Nerds bouncy house fantasy possible.
Oh my god.
Thank
Kim
you.
Stewart.
Girls, this is just beads, but thank you.
Kim Stewart sent you $5 and said, "Now I want a bouncy house."
Nice.
Tim, that's what we're trying to do here.
Emil Ronald tipped you, Emilia. A bouncy house idea by yourself is the best idea. I could use some tranquility. Nice sets. Ray
Nice.
Benjamin, $5. Please reserve a bouncy house for me. David Smith, $5. I'm imagining you sipping tea in a bouncy house and kicking the kids from the neighborhood out who are trying to get in.
The bouncy house is for me. There's no children allowed.
You need a bouncer for your bouncy house, for sure.
Oh my god, a bouncy house bouncer!
A bouncy bouncer. That's a great
I
idea.
like the idea that he's wearing a shirt that says bouncer, and you're like, yeah, we all are.
I like the idea that he's wearing a shirt that says white supremacist so nobody else goes in the bouncy house. Or I think the bouncy house bouncer should be wearing one of those inflatable sumo costumes.
The bouncy house bouncer should be in a sumo costume for sure.
You know that Sam Norton and I got to play at a minor league baseball game? You know those things where like you put on the giant bubble and you have to like run at each other?
Yep.
Sam and I did that. Like it was insane. And the first one I knocked him down. The second one he knocked me down. It's a best of 3. And on the third one he decided it'd be a good idea to jump. That's a very bad idea. So he flew about 10 feet. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Who is this? Who is this?
Sam Norton. He's been on the show.
I almost died with one of those balls. We were at a party and the guy had like a 6-foot like overhang, like, you know, in his backyard, it like fell down a thing. And they were like, we should get in the ball and roll down it. And I was like, I'll do it because I was drunk and I'm big. And this little skinny guy who's like, was literally like 110 pounds. He's like, I'll go first. So he put it on first. And when he rolled, it provided no padding for that little dude. It squished completely flat. He just hit the ground. And so it was like, ugh! We were like, oh, fuck. I definitely would have fucking burst a kidney or something if I'd have been in that ball. Big and fat. Oh my God. I'd have been fucking dead. He hurt, like,
If it's gone into a pool, though, you think it'd be okay?
Probably. I mean, you might drown, but if you didn't drown, you'd probably be all right. It'd probably float you, I would imagine, like a bobber if you're fishing.
Oh.
I don't know. I would have died just falling on the ground off it. It does not provide that much cushion, is all my point is. So
Would it have been an easier landing if on the way down somebody tickled the ball?
Oh no.
The thing, by the way, that hurts the most in those is you have to hold on very, very tight because when you bump into someone, what happens is your hands go back. And so, like, what hurts is not getting hit by the other ball. What hurts is you punching yourself in the fucking face. That's what hurts.
So they're little brother balls. I get it. That's
Quit hitting yourself.
You're hitting
Quit
yourself. You're hitting yourself.
Well, that reminds me, somebody told me, and I've never tested it out, I guess I could try it now, that if your hand is bigger than your face, you're a genius. Oh!
One time. One time I was driving with my dad. I was probably like 12, and we're driving to Canada. And I said, "Have you ever done reverse arm wrestling, where I try to pull your hand down while you try to pull your hand up, and then you let go, and they punch those." So my dad's driving. He's like, "I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna let go of my hand, you think I'm gonna punch myself in the face, but I'm not." Boom! And I let go, and he hit himself so fucking hard, and his glasses flare, and we he almost died again. Anyway,
Almost died. It's nothing. You almost died.
I've almost died
Pulling
twice.
pranks on
last
the
day.
driver. Great idea.
I
Great
think
idea.
we've realized now that
I
ours
believed
is-
in that. I believed in him that he was so strong. He's like, I'm strong. I won't let it hit myself in the face. I thought he had it, and he did not. In fact, have it. Right in the face and almost killed us. It was awesome.
I do enjoy the idea that like Barrosse is clearly meant to be here with all these near-death experiences. Like this is, unless it was some weird final. That's the lamest sequel to Final Destination I've ever heard of.
Final Dunstination.
All right, let's finish these up.
Race.
Sarah Garcia Real tipped Emilia $5 and said, towards the bouncy house normalization movement, #meditation station. And then we had a general from Zara. She said, Ben, technically SDSC is an initialism, not an acronym. And that's my minimal contribution to your day.
Strong point.
Accurate.
Nice.
That's it.
Are we caught up? All right, let's get to our next comic, all the way from Africa, which is a continent, not a country. Long John, the comedian, everybody.
Good to be here, guys. It's great to be here. So I'm traveling a lot, guys, because in Africa we don't care about COVID anymore. It's gone. Yeah, so I'm actually in South Africa, and people are so scared of South Africa. I don't know if you read this, like, oh, be careful of South Africa, you'll get mugged, you'll get robbed. Guys, when I arrived in South Africa, I walked around with my wallet up in the air just to prove them wrong. I was mugged. I was actually mugged. And, I should have seen this coming, guys, because it was a beautiful day. I'm enjoying my day. The sun was shining, the birds were singing. I bought myself an ice cream at McDonald's. I'm licking this ice cream. Wonderful day. I'm walking around Johannesburg. This guy's like, hey, Mfethu, give me your wallet or else I'll kill you. I had to look tough, but no matter how tall or big you are, you will never look tough when licking an ice cream. It's never happening. Because I tried. I'm like, hey, if you take my wallet, I'll find you and I'll kill you. Guy took my wallet and my ice cream. He took it. He's like, give me that ice cream. But I mean, South Africa is so crazy, man. Like, guys, in Zimbabwe, we don't have this. In South Africa, they have a shop called Adult Shop, like for adult things. You know what I mean? I know in America you have that, but in Zimbabwe we don't. When I saw a shop like that, I remembered what my grandmother told me. It's like, John, if you see a shop like that, run, just run. So I ran into the shop, right? Anywhere to run. I mean, so I'm in this shop, guys. They sell toys in this shop. And to be honest, as a man, I don't know how they want us to compete with these toys. Like, have you seen some of these toys? How can you compete with that? These things do stuff like this and this at the same time. How do you compete with these, guys? Guys, I'm trying to impress my girlfriend, man. I'm just there, I'm sweating, I'm there. She's like, John, stop. Do this. This at the same time. And the second toy they were selling, they call it a pocket pussy. Pocket. I don't trust anybody with their hands in their pockets now. Like, I don't trust. Pocket pussy. Guys, they were telling this thing's actually better than the real thing. I was like, no, it's not. It's like, yes, it is. I'm like, no, it's not. To cut the long story short, it was amazing. It doesn't talk afterwards. It doesn't talk. It didn't ask, what are we now? It didn't ask. It was nice. So yeah, I'm traveling, man. And I've been traveling around Africa, man. Africa is so amazing because every country is different. As soon as you cross the border, things change. Different rules. Like, did you know that in Rwanda, plastic bags are illegal? Like, plastic bags are illegal in Rwanda. But the most interesting thing is guns are legal, which means they can arrest you for carrying your gun in a plastic bag. And we don't care about the AK-47. Where did you get the plastic? Tell us. Who's your dealer? Walmart. That's my dealer. Um, and I also went to Uganda. Man, I don't know if you know this. And if you want to travel to Uganda one day, just know that if you want to go to Uganda, you need to be injected by a yellow fever vaccination. You can never get into the country without being injected by that vaccination. Now, I didn't understand why until I saw the size of mosquitoes in Uganda. Guys, mosquitoes in Uganda are so big, the ones who robbed a blood bank. For real. There are mosquitoes begging in the streets. Crazy, man. Uganda is crazy. But you know, I love Africa. Africa is so diverse. But when you go outside, like England, man, people are so ignorant about Africa. People ask me stupid questions. I was in England, you know, enjoying my lunch, you know, I'm enjoying it. And then this family kept on looking at me like they're watching National Geographic Channel or something. She's like, oh my God, look at him. So majestic. Wow. I'm gonna go and talk to him. Then she came, she was like, hey, where do you come from? I was like, I come from Zimbabwe. Wow, Zimbabwe. I know a guy in Mozambique. Wow. I also know a guy in China. You know him? Like Zimbabwe, do you have like lions in Zimbabwe? I was like, yes, we have lions in Zimbabwe. Really? Have you seen one? Of course, I've seen a lion. Wow. Aren't you afraid of lions? Yes, I'm afraid of lions. Wow. You ever been attacked by a lion? Yes, I've been attacked by a lion before. Really? What happened? I saw it in the jungle. Him then, it looked at me. Him then, it ran towards me. And then what did you do? I changed the channel. That's what I did. I was like, no. Thank you very much. My name is Long John.
Long John. Ladies and gentlemen, tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Please donate so you can get another ice cream.
I accept chickens or livestock. Yeah.
Hey, Long John, I would argue that if someone threatened me and then licked an ice cream cone, that would be even scarier. I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker!
No.
I'm terrified.
Doesn't work. It's very.
Or Steve's scared. Steve's easily frightened, so I
Yeah, I would actually be terrified of just seeing someone lick an ice cream without fear of a cold headache. So.
And you were terrified when Ben was eating that turkey out of a bag. You're not good with that.
In fairness, that was weird. That was real weird.
What the hell does your turkey come in?
Huh? Comes on a platter.
Puts it on a platter. I'm trying to save dishes, bro.
I only eat turkey once a year at Thanksgiving. It's a whole other thing, so I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, Rach, we got any tips coming in?
Yes. Frankie Berman, $5. Great set. And then Kim Stewart, she calls you LJ, $5.
Yeah,
oh my God.
thank you.
Ice cream licking cracked me up.
Sounds wrong.
People call you LJ.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's actually, I'm going to take that.
Take it. Technics, before your set, tipped you 5 Canadian and said, I'm so stoked you're back again. Thanks for gracing us with your presence from the future and sending us laughs from the Eastern Hemisphere.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, at least it's not Zimbabwean dollars. 50 bucks is nothing. Zimbabwe.
Chris LaBelle, $5 for a new ice cream cone. No one should know the loss of having an ice cream cone. No one should know the loss of having an ice cream cone. Can't help you with your wallet though.
Yeah, we get it. Thank you.
Tracy Myers, $5. Great set. Technics, 5 more Canadian. Oh my God, Long John, I'm loving your comedy as always. Thanks for coming back. Get some more ice cream, but remember to look weak so you don't get robbed by mosquitoes.
Thank you.
Let's see. Ray Benjamin sent you $5 for more McD's.
Yeah, we do have McDonald's in Africa, by the way. We have it.
I just imagine one of those mosquitoes chasing one of those lions. I think that would be funny.
Why would you think that?
Said you got mosquitoes as big as dogs chasing lions. It'd be kind of funny.
That's funny.
Let's see what else we have. Brad Clark, $10 for each comic. Thank you, Brad.
Thank
Mary
you.
L, $10. Long John, great set. A little something for the chickens.
Yeah. Appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Let's see.
Charles
Chili
is
Dog.
here.
What'd you say?
I'm saying Charles is here. I always see him every time when I'm performing here. He always laughs at my jokes. Yeah, thank you for coming here.
Charles? There you
Is
go.
is it Charles? Where is he?
This one.
I think you're misreading Chris LaBalls.
Wait, it's the balls? No.
There's no
No,
Charles.
it's Chris. It's Chris. Yes, as I said,
yeah.
Chris LaBalls. Yeah.
That's who it
Yeah,
is.
Chris. I can always see him. Oh my God. Sorry,
Chris-
Charles. Sorry.
He's always here. He's always here.
He's
I don't know
always
what to do
here.
about
Don't you have
Yeah.
anything
He's got
to
a great
do?
laugh.
Don't
He's
you
got a
have?
great laugh.
Don't you have an activity, a bouncy house? Don't you have a bouncy house to go to or something?
The fan is actually
I see the
slowly
mistake,
blowing
though,
up the
because-
bouncy house.
Chris's fan is called Charles, and it's in charge.
Let's see. Tipwise, we had Chili Dog send $10 for each comic. So thank you.
Yeah.
Sarah Garcia
Thank you.
Rill sent you $5 and called you Lojo. Chicken ice cream microphone disinfectant.
I like Lojo.
Mojo is great.
And then Anna Hood sent you $15 and didn't mean to, but she called you Ling John. Hilarious as well.
Why? Why?
Lojo.
Abby Wright, $10. Long John. I love the image of mosquitoes robbing a blood bank. That is fantastic. joke.
Thank you.
I think we're caught up.
Caught up? We ready for this game? Let's play this game then.
All
Let's
right.
play the game.
So the game today is make a movie, right? It's movies, child related. Anyway, you
Child friendly, not child related.
Same,
You
same.
fail in school? This is easy.
Yeah, I
You
did.
fail in school. I can tell.
You do well in school.
So sister wouldn't work, Steve, is what you're saying. That's not
What?
Sister wouldn't work. That's kids that are related, not making them. Okay, get it.
Sure. These are the unpaid entries that I
Wait,
like.
I just love the idea of Sister, the movie.
I think they had that.
Yeah.
Did they have a movie?
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course they had a movie. What are you, crazy?
Because it was a terrible television show. They had a movie?
Yeah, every terrible Nickelodeon show turned into a terrible Nickelodeon movie. That's how it all worked.
My fault. I didn't catch that masterpiece.
Yeah. Just like, when Psycho Yoga Instructor, the series, got finished up, they had that big movie. Bring all the characters
I
back.
think that you just misspoke and might have misspoke a spin-off. Psycho Yogurt Inspector? Hell yeah.
We also had a mistip. Patrick Yoakley sent you $50. Long John said chicken ice cream replacement wallets.
Nice.
All
This
right.
yogurt's bad. I'm confiscating all the yogurt.
So these are the two unpaid entries that I really liked. We had Riverman Slumber Party on Elm Street.
Nice.
And then Marissa Francis had Romeo kisses Juliet. Yuck. Okay. So Long John and Emilia, starting with our front row, these are the ones that we'll be voting on. So just remember your favorite one or write it down. Let's see, Frank Berman, start us off.
So I got 4. I have 50 Shades of Grey in the Crayola box. I have 9.5 weeks off of school. Play-Doh, The Right Thing. And then last but not least, I'm going to get you dumb suckers.
Hey,
Hey.
I have the 10-year-old's virgin pina colada.
Oh, God.
What?
Um, uh, Half-baked chocolate chip cookies, and Fast Times at Ridgemont Elementary.
Cat Civils 2.
See, Rachel got it.
So I have Lord of the Teething Rings
Nice.
and Stop Your Crying Game. And a couple of extra, these are kind of dark, which I think wasn't quite part of the game, but Death Rattle. Predator with Candy. And Dead in the Waiting Pool.
Don't let Anna babysit.
Jennifer.
I've got Lincoln Log Cabin in the Woods, The Shining Light Brights, Get Outside and Play.
Nice. Charles LaBalls.
We need TikTok about Kevin. And I swear I came up with this before the show. Bouncy House of 1,000 Corpses. And instead of 7, I have this many.
Abby.
Wait, do it for 300.
So I have Debbie Does Dodgeball, Seesaw, and Zach and Miri Make a Blanket Fort.
Nice.
Let's see, Wendy.
I paid for 4 extra entries. So I have the Baba Black Sheep, Midsummer Reading List, Neighbors Playdate, the Texas Slap Bracelet Massacre, Flashlight Tag from Dusk Till Dawn.
Nice.
That might be a Midwestern thing. Once Upon a Time in Holly's Room. I can't remember how many that was. Invasion of the Teacher Snatchers. And I think this is my last one. Friday, the 13th Snow Day.
Patrick, you're up.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All right. I unfortunately got stuck on a theme. The Muppets Fight Club. The Muppet Collector. Along Came a Muppet. Interview with the Muppets. And Army of Muppets.
Hi. Billy Thompson.
Okay. Instead of Hollow Man, I got Hollow Man. 28 days later, and just 28 days late. And 28 weeks later, there you are.
Veronica.
Okay, I've got It Follows, Road Traffic Regulations. Pan's Safe Way Home. And A Sweet Dream on Elmo's Sesame Street.
Sean.
I have, instead of Star Wars, Star Patty Cakes. And then instead of 12 Angry Men, 12 Happy Children.
Too many children, Sean. Ray.
Also happens to take a bite of food and they call on you. Don't tell mom the babysitter is asleep upstairs. And the ice cream stand.
Nice.
It's a thriller. It's
Yeah.
terrifying when they run out of ice cream. That part
Very.
always gets me.
Is there anybody else in the front row that wants to do their live on air? Wave at me. I don't see any hands. So these are the rest of them. We had Shannon Kerr. She had, instead of it, tag, you're it.
I mean, that's kind of what that was about.
And then she had sausage party, hot dogs for everybody.
That is still a scary movie.
After, yeah. Teresa Hogenkamp, 50 Shades of Grape Jelly. Randy Longmire, Halloween Candyman. Pam Brown, 9.5 weeks off from school.
Nice.
We had The Shining Nightlight. And Debbie Does Carpool. Grimbeard, don't tell mom the babysitter's fine. Really, she's fine. She's just taking a nap. Victoria Scararegio, Debbie does homework. Sarah Garcia Rill, just the lambs. Corin Black, Dora does Dallas.
Oh my God.
Sarah Garcia Rill, Lawrence of a Really Big Sandbox. LaBelle on behalf of Zara, the Ouchie Locker. To the rescue, Debbie babysits Dallas.
Kind of what that movie was about.
Jack Dostal, Seesaw. Hayden Lemaster, South Park, smaller, shorter, and very heavily edited for TV. Sarah Garcia Rill, Peter in the Wolf of Wall Street. Amenasala, Fart Gone with the Wind.
Oh God.
Marielle, instead of Jacob's Ladder, Jacob Shoots and Ladders. Sarah Garcia Rill, 50 Shades of Crayola. To the rescue, being Ron Jeremy's teacher's pet.
Oh.
Amenasala, Fruit Punch Drunk Love. Kevin Machichek. We need to have him in the front row so I can find out if I'm saying his name right. Rosemary's Baby's Day Out. Jeremy Day, Alpaca Lips Now. Stephen.
Just a movie about the lips on an alpaca, you know, for kids.
Stephen Burks, The TikTok Chainsaw Massacre. Kirk H, Deep Throat Filled with Candy.
Oh, God. Who's Candy?
That's just a pinata.
Oingo Boingo, long last name. La 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 la. I can't hear you, Land. Grimbeard, Sweeney Toddler.
The Demon Barber of Sesame Street.
Jeremy Day, To Dill a Mockingbird, a kid's cooking show. Amnasala, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly Ducklings. Samuel Carr, Confessions of a Teenage Truant. Ben Sewell, 12 Monkeys Jumping on the Bed. Josh Ritter, Chucky, Barbie Edition. Amanasala, Disney's The Exorcist.
It's also on ice.
But it's about exercise.
Masala, Brokeback Space Mountain. Masala, The Fairy Godfather. Sarah Garcia Real, Silence of the Lambs is just the lambs. I think she said that twice. I think you said that twice. Ron Gould, a Narnia book called Deep Moat. And that's it.
All right. Wow, there's a lot of really good ones. Oh my God, I really like Brokeback Space Mountain. Play-Doh, The Right Thing was good. Half-Baked Chocolate Chip Cookies. Predators with Candy. Ooh. Bouncy House of 1,000 Corpses because it was so on brand. Dora Does Dallas is very funny.
What's in the backpack?
I almost gave it to Apocalypse Now, Alpacalypse Now, just I thought it was so weird and hilarious. But I gotta go with Sweeney Toddler. Sweeney Toddler came out of nowhere and just blew me away. I like that one a lot. Emilia, what was your favorite one?
It's literally impossible to choose because there were so many, but the one that just continues to stand out for me because I felt like it was particularly inspired was This Many.
Nice, long time. Get bounced? Okay, well, no pun intended.
He said bounce.
Rach, what was your favorite?
I loved This Many, but and then the la 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 la, I can't hear you land, but goddamn, Sweeney Toddler. That's what I'm gonna give it to.
All right, Ben.
Man, I loved Half-Baked Chocolate Chip Cookies, loved the Texas Slap Bracelet Massacre, A Sweet Dream on Elmo Sesame Street, Lawrence of a Really Big Sandbox, but I give it to Alpaca Lips Now.
Steve.
So many good ones. Play-Doh, The Right Thing, Debbie Does Homework, Just the Lambs, Brokeback Space Mountain, I thought was hilarious. It's just about someone who has to take the ride over and over again, and they're like, I wish I could quit this. I got to give it to Sweeney Toddler. That was a perfect entry. Sweeney Toddler. For the win, collect your prize. Go to sdscshow.com, shoot us an email, claim your prize.
All right. Emilia, did you have any?
Yes, mine was This Many.
Oh, do you have any that you wrote?
Oh, I did have one, but then I didn't write it down because I didn't know that I was submitting. Hold on.
If you think of it.
Let's go, and I'll remember mine.
All right, if you think of it, you can throw it in. Rach, you got any?
I have two. I have Nap Club and Misery because my diaper hasn't been changed.
Nice. Steve, how many you got?
Just one. I just have Star Tours. It's just...
Ben, how many you got?
I got 9.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's start with Halloween. The Dark Knight versus the Nightlights. Schindler's List.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
They will be bored. The Hurt Walker. Titanic. Glad he ate her vegetables.
Oh, God.
Some like it hot, like your brother. He likes it hot, but come eat whenever, I guess. And finally, Orange, you glad the clock works?
Nice. All right, it's time to sing the song, Ben. Here we go.
It's Leedy Doodle time. She's got an iPad now. Will some of these drawings be digital? We don't know yet. We will find out. Leedy Corbin.
No, not yet, because I gotta install the app and turn it on because it was delivered literally as you said, Isolation Nation, which was
I
very
take all of that back. It will be old analog drawing style. We still love it, so it's cool.
Thanks. All right, first up I have this year's Geography Knowledge Dark Horse. That is meant to be Ben in a backwards hat, just so you know. And then I have What You Want Penn State, what you want is me. A joke not everyone will get.
Legally Blonde. So Ben did a video to get into law school.
It's legally bend.
Thank you for getting that. And then
Wait,
I have
Ben and Snap. Ben.
I
Very
need to
good.
see that movie again, I
It's
guess.
a great movie.
Then I have white supremacist. Hey.
Hey, there's an S at the end on the shirt.
Oh, so multiple white supremacists makes it better.
Makes it
is
less
what you're
likely that I'm
saying.
declaring I'm one.
Oh, I see.
He's
No,
not
you're
rooting
just
for a
supporting-
Met. He's rooting for all the Mets. That's why there's an S.
God damn it.
It makes it less likely Steve is one and more likely they're en route to the Capitol.
Then I have Emilia just meditating.
She got a very kid-sized bouncy castle on that one, too. Not so zen
has
jumping
to-
in that puppy, is it?
Turn her head the whole time while she's
The
jumping.
prison of this bouncy castle. If only I'd seen the size coming.
Next up, I have You Better Run. And I have, oh my god, the lion's approaching. What's he gonna do? Beep. Then I have Emilia, whee, going down the waterfall. Seductions, adult shop, run!
Is that the name of an adult shop in New Mexico?
Yeah, that is the only adult shop I was wearing.
Adult seduction?
Yes,
I was
it's
like,
called
where did she
Seductions.
pull that name from? That's definitely off the interstate in Albuquerque somewhere.
I'm so angry that you guessed that.
She Googled adult shops and it said near me, and she's like, "Fuck it, yeah, near me. What do we got?"
Opposite. I think if Leedy buys one more item from Seduction, she gets another free iPad.
Oh my god. Okay. Last but not least, I have Stick 'em Up. And that's it for me. Can I plug a thing?
Yes.
Cool. On Sunday, I'm doing an Instagram Live where I'll be doing another one of Steve's masterpiece AF paintings. And I have a bunch of cool guests. I have Steve, I have Ben, I have Kristen Key, and then I have some people you probably won't know. I have Gareth War, I have Daniel Sloss, and I have Gary Tro. Come join us. It'll be really fun.
Very cool. What is that? Said
Sunday at 1 Mountain Time, 12 Pacific.
Perfect. You can tell Leedy's new to show business. She gives the time in mountain time. I also just realized I think I agreed to something that she thinks is in mountain time. So I'm going to have to figure out what time where I'm actually doing it.
I'm
Now
on
we're later than
Seductions
Pacific.
time, actually, but yeah.
I do enjoy the idea of like, so for all of those of you watching that live in Utah, that's the time.
Oh, Lordy.
You live in Utah, parts of Idaho.
Long John's gone, right? We don't have him in here. I don't see him. Well, Amelia, why don't you plug your stuff? He pops in here. We'll get his plugs. But where
Yes,
can we find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at emilia.barrosse, and I have 2 outdoor comedy shows that I'm doing right now. One is called Banana Town every Saturday at 2 p.m. at the old Los Angeles Zoo, the ruins of the old Los Angeles Zoo in Griffith Park. And then also another show called Welcome to Pluto every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. at Poinsettia Park in West Hollywood. So they're both outdoor shows. Come on out to that. And I have two movie titles.
Go for it.
I thought of them. Okay, Chucky Finster. And then Planet of the Grapes.
Also, if any of you were confused by what Amelia said there's something we're trying now at this point in the pandemic. We never done it before as a society. We're trying in-person shows, so we'll see how that goes.
That Poinsettia Park's right next to my house. I might run over there. Cool. Thank you so much, Amelia, for being here. We'll see you next time. We appreciate you being here. As for me, you can find me at Bowers Comedy, and tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, I think that's 7 Mountain, we're doing origin stories where we're going to interview Mary Santorum. Laura about her origin story, me and Rachel. So come check that out. Nowhere Comedy Club nowherecomedyclub.com for tickets. 6 p.m. Pacific tonight. Ben, what you got coming up?
I have this Saturday, Glebe and Greg. It's a G Thing improvised comedy with Greg Proops, the legend from Whose Line Is It Anyway? He is fantastic. If you haven't caught one of the shows, please check it out. Leedy Corbin will be there. Will you be there? NowhereComedyClub.com. And I have to reschedule my Glebe Off the Top from the 20th because of this TV shoot. I'll be shooting on Saturday of that date, so it's now the 27th. So please switch your tickets if you already got them to the 27th. We'll see you then.
Very cool.
Yay.
Steve?
This Friday, I have Director's Commentary coming up at Nowhere, so check that out. Also, a little bit after this show, about a half hour after this show, I'm doing a fun thing on my Instagram Live with comedian Walter Masterson, where he pretends to be someone like a Sean Hannity type person, and I debate him. So that's going to be fun. Check that out on my Instagram. Also, live shows coming up, announced. Check out my website for tickets. Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri. Go get your tickets. It's going to be a hell of a run.
Very cool.
Yeah, some of those sound like Mountain Time, too.
Guys, there was a load shedding.
It's a long job.
Yeah,
just time to tell
we
us
had a power cut. We had a power cut here.
I bet you're real pissed for making that joke about the internet earlier.
Oh my God.
Long John,
We're in
tell
the
us
dark now.
where we can find you, how we can follow you.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook is Long John the Comedian, Instagram Long John Comedian also, and on YouTube. Please subscribe, please. Yeah, that's it. And I'm in the dark.
And right now, no one can find you.
Exactly. That's Africa for you. Anytime, no announcements.
I think a mosquito knocked on his door, so he had to shut all the lights off. Anyway.
It's also 2 a.m. there.
I want to see my doodles. I want to see my doodles.
Oh, yeah.
Now his camera's on after the plug. That's perfect.
Should we show you? Here's the mosquito robbery. Stick them up. Then I have you running for the adult shop that is definitely in your part of the world, not in my neighborhood. And then I have the lion attack and your response. And last but not least, your threatening ice cream.
How can I get these? I want these.
I'll send them to you.
We'll send them to you. We got it. All right. Well, thanks so much for being here, Long John. We'll see you next time, buddy. Rach, anything you want to say? Anything catch up on before we get the audience out of here?
Yeah, so plug our Patreon, Patreon/SDSC. We scheduled our VIP hang, so come hang out for that later in this month. And then Dana sent us some generals and said, sorry, I'm late. I just came in for Laval 7 Fingers, thank God, or Antichrist 616. Some things just don't change. That's it.
All right, audience, thanks so much. We love you being here. We'll see you Friday for Fuck It Fan Fridays. So we'll see you then. We're very excited. We'll see you next time. Rach, you want to say anything before you get out of here?
I just got confused again. I was like, wait, we have a show tomorrow. We don't have a show tomorrow. We haven't had a show on Thursdays ever, I think. Yeah. I don't know why this is so hard for me, but it is. But
I mean, ever we have had Thursday shows.
We've had a couple.
did we? Oh, we've had changes, yeah, here and there. Oh yeah, and my origin story, my birthday show is coming up in like 2 weeks, so you can get tickets for that and find out where I came from. I'm really excited about it. Okay, bye.
Yes. Yeah. So come check out Origin Stories tonight, and we'll see you Friday.
I'm very excited. I just did. This is the first SDSC show I did from the new studio. It's coming along. Still
It
working
looks
on
beautiful, Steve. You've really done a lot of great stuff with the place.
Right. Oh, damn it. I can't. All right. I can't turn. You know what?
Wow. Wow. Worth the move. Worth the move.
I'll post the picture.
You put a stool in there. Nice job.
I'll post the picture on my story. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. Why does he got to put a stool in there? Is everything number 2 humor with you people? Anyway, thank you for being with us. What a fun show. We'll see you guys on Friday for the Friday show. Okay?
And stop.